Science Review. Heat unit. We've been studying temperature and thermometers and other measuring devices that help us measure heat and energy. One of the most common ones is the alcohol thermometer, commonly found in most science labs. If you examine the parts, there's 4 key parts for the alcohol thermometer. If I were to draw it, the first thing I would do is add a title. So alcohol thermometer. The next thing I would do is outline the basic shape of the thermometer. Start with a low curve on the top, extend down the sides, and allow for a little narrowing on the bottom, and finish the shape. If you were able to look closely and zoom in at this thermometer, you would notice lines evenly spaced from the bottom to the top. Also, numbers are indicated on the lines. 4 key parts for the alcohol thermometer. The outer part that I'm touching now is referred to as the stem. That's the full length, the glass, the outside part of the thermometer. In the bottom, if you look closely, in this alcohol thermometer, it's red, concentrated in the bottom, and a thin red line extending up the stem. So to shade in the red alcohol, I would fill in the bottom and produce a thin line to a certain line. The bottom part here is referred to as the bulb. It's the reservoir. It's the part that keeps most of the liquid that will rise or fall depending on temperature changes. So we have the stem, the bulb. The next thing that we have is the lines, as we mentioned. Evenly spaced lines with numbers on it are referred to as the scale. The last part isn't easily seen, but if I was to snap off the edge, you can imagine that most of the alcohol liquid would eventually drain from the tube, and if I look on the inside where the liquid originally was, there's a hole extending from the bottom to the top. That's referred to as the bore. So to draw a properly labeled alcohol thermometer, first the title, stem, bulb, scale, and lastly, the bore, the alcohol thermometer.